Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You're audible.
Thank you. Thank you. Apologies, I got slightly delayed with another meeting. I couldn't join on time. Extreme apologies. So, good to see you all after a bit of a break, actually. I think it's been a while since we met, since the last month, and it's been a long gap. So let me see you all on the screen. I only see a few of you. All the others, as usual, request kindly switch on your video screen so that we can see who all are present today. Okay, so while we're doing that, who wants to quickly recap my sessions that we had and what all we learned, and some of the key takeaways from the previous sessions, especially the last few sessions. Who wants to go first? You can type in the chat box and we'll pick from there. So I want, some of you to volunteer and quickly recap, maybe each one of you, whoever volunteers, three points. Please type in the chat box so that I can select. Okay, don't just start talking. We'll use the chat box for identifying who will recap. Okay, well, let me pull out your. I don't see any messages in the chat box. Okay, Haveri, SS Haveri and Vaishya. So I don't want answers like it was a role play, sir, it was a this, sir, it was a that, sir, and all of that. I want some specific takeaways from the session. I know it was a role play, but what are some of the takeaways from the previous sessions? Top 2-3 points, just so that we are aware. And I also, maybe you can also tell me what are you prepared for today's session. Right, I need to know, there was something that we had told last time and we had ended with something, what really happened, what went wrong, and how did we correct it, and how are you prepared for it today? Those kind of things. Okay, not we went through a role play and all that. I just, in the chat box, you can just mention that I want to recap, and I will pick up those candidates, whoever wants to recap. Okay, don't mention the recap in the chat box. Okay, like for example, Vaishali Computers has mentioned Vaishali Computers, so I'm assuming some of them will recap. Okay, who else? I only see 3. I want more participation, right? I've specifically kept these sessions in the evening, second half of the day, so that all of you can attend. Otherwise, we were also doing some in the morning. Then, because I was told that some of you are not comfortable in the morning, I shifted this to the afternoon. So I want more participation. All right. All right. Meanwhile, let me pull out your evaluation. Okay, any more answers in the chat? Okay, so we have only how many? 1, 2, 3. I see only 3. All of you can see the chat box, right? So until I receive 10 responses, I'm not going to start. At least 10 responses in the chat box. Not getting any responses. I only heard from SSC Haveri, Vaishali Computers, Abhijit Reddy, and SSC Haveri again. Okay, so that's the same. So basically 3 responses. What about the others? All those who are present, they don't want to recap, is it? Kionix Hubli, no chat response. Chirag Infotech, Shiv Moga, no chat response. Do I have to prompt you? Kionix Hubli, now you're saying yes. So yeah, so just mention in the chat box, right? I'm asking you to type in the chat box. If you want to recap, just mention, I want to recap, and maybe your name specifically if you want. Okay. Who else? Chirag Infotech. Now when I mentioned, yes, they have. So let me pick others. Kavita Computers, nobody has responded. Who else is there? All these individual names, nobody has responded except Abhijit. Sri Rama Kamath, I see. Okay. Comtech Dharwad. Now they have responded. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 responses. That's about 6 responses actually. I'm waiting for 10. Unless we have a minimum number, we cannot proceed. All right. 4 more. Who else is there? Even the individuals who are there on the, in the session, they can also type in. For example, let's say, example, Sudeep M. I don't know who that is. Muskan and I did a role play on drones. Okay. Halima Raichu. Okay. Fine. Who else? Sudeep M, for example, or Sahana, Anupama, Patil. So many are there. Why aren't they even chatting? Which means either they're not there, they've just logged in and they've just, given their attendance. Kavita Computers, now they are answering. Who else? Okay, 2 more. I think we had 2, so 6. We have 2 more, and the last 2. The last 2, please. Uday Kumar, Priya. I'm just reading out the names that are there on the screen. Geeta, Altaf. No, not Altaf. I think that's okay. 2 more responses. Even within a center, if someone wants to specifically speak up, please chat in the type box, in the chat box that I want to speak. SH Systems Raichur. There are 2, 3, 4 people, but nobody has responded. All right, looks like this is the last one. So after this, if anyone wants to, beyond this list, if anyone else wants to even respond, they will not get a chance. Is that clear? So this is your last 1 more minute. Okay. Fine. Thanks, Halima. Who else? Okay, let's go in the, where is that center which, 1 minute, let me pick that center. Srishti Infotech, Kundapur, where is that center? Are they not present today? Srishti Infotech.
Present.
Okay, but I have not received any response from you in the chat box. How come?
Actually, my laptop is some glitch problem, sir. I have
Only
connected.
1 person is there, or it's a
No,
whole,
yes,
a battalion of students, right?
Actually, they all are in exams, sir.
Okay, nobody is there from the center today. I mean,
Yes,
from that center, there is no participation today, is it?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, so let's get started then. Okay, SSC Haveri, it was a role play. So the first chat, who wrote that chat and who wants to speak? Can you speak up from that center, please? Whoever.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
In the very last session, you asked about what are the topics covered by other experts.
Mm-hmm.
And allotted for the role play, sir.
Okay, so what did you understand by that? What are the topics covered by others, and what is it that you were supposed to do? And before that, what did we do? Can you elaborate a little
Sir,
bit?
you and Sadit sir did the role play on drones, sir.
Mhm.
We got that how the interview questions are asked on the concept of the drones, sir.
Okay. Is that the only thing about, I mean, what was the overall idea of doing that role play? What was the idea of doing that role play?
Yes, sir. We got to know about how to approach the question when we, in the confusion, also how to approach the question, sir.
Okay. What is your name?
Mega, sir.
Mega from SSC Haveri, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me just pull out your. Yeah, go ahead. Is that all that you have to say, Mega?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, you're getting a golden opportunity to speak. So your answers should not be, also one more point is your answers, especially for such a big topic. We did so much of discussion last time. Okay, congratulations that you had the, you were brave enough to speak up. The others haven't even spoken. But having said that, I also want to tell you that you should speak a little more. You're making me ask you questions, right? I'm not getting everything. You're making me ask you every little thing. So after that, what was it? After that, what was it? It's a golden opportunity for you to explain in detail what was the reason why we did the role play, what was the role play done before that, what were the kind of interview questions asked before that. Post that, why did we do the role play, what was the reason behind it, and as an example, what did we take, and what were the mistakes made by the students, and therefore why did we do a role play, me and Sarit sir. All that needs to be explained. I'm doing most of the talking. By now you should be doing the talking. Interview, it's your interview, right? You are being interviewed, so you have to do more. If I do 80% of the talking and you do 20%, can you imagine what the result will be of an interview? If everything I have to keep on asking, okay, so did we do role play? Yes, sir. Did you do that? No, sir. Did I do that? Yes, sir. So that is kind of, there's no communication happening. You're not expressing yourself, right? So can you spend, without me asking you any questions, can you explain what happened in the last few sessions, and as a culmination of it, what happened in the last session and what was the reason for it? Can you speak for 5 minutes continuously without break? Can you do that? Without me asking any questions, can you speak for 5 minutes continuously? Okay, you think over. We will go to the next one. Vaishali Computers. Who wants to speak for Vaishali Computers? The same thing. Okay, who can speak for 5 minutes without interruption? Anyone who wants to do that from all of these who have raised their expressed their interest to recap? Can you recap in 5 complete minutes without any interruption? I should not be asking you questions. You should explain everything from beginning till end. I'm not even asking you anything technical. I'm asking you to recap whatever we have done, right? So who will speak? Any of these? See, if you can't speak for 3 to 5 minutes without interruption, then you will not have a chance to express yourself. I should not be asking you every 30 seconds one question. If you answer in, you're just being so stingy with your expression. We did this, sir. Okay, so why did you do this? Because we had to do it, sir. Why did you have to do it? Because so and so, sir. No, that's not the way to answer, right? That's not the conversation. I want to understand what you went through. Express yourself, right? So who wants to go next? I think I've clarified enough, but who wants to go next? Okay, Shri Ram Kamath. Okay, please go ahead, Shri Ram. So, and by the clock, I'm going to see 5 minutes. Okay. So you need not worry. By the clock, it's 3:34. So Sriram Kamath, you can start speaking, and we will give you 5 complete minutes. You should not stop before that.
Okay, sir.
All right.
So I am Sriram Kamath from 16 for Kundapura.
Mhm.
So we were having sessions on how to approach the interviews. In the beginning sessions, there was like few questions you asked us, and like how should we answer when some interviewer asks about what are your strengths, what are your weakness, those kind of questions. And in the later part, you even mentioned that we shouldn't brag about most of our strength, and we should technical questions, and we should technical skills about we should talk about our technical skills, and which skill that suits most for that role, that job role. And when some interviewer ask us about what is your weakness, we shouldn't say I don't have any weakness, I am a perfect being. So you should make it uh, make a weakness inside your you should quote weakness in yourself, which you can convert into a strength, which the interviewer may see as a strength. And in the later sessions, we did you conducted the interviews, mock interviews for us, and most of us answered it. Some may have scored good, but some not so good. So we could understand where after the sessions, where we could understand where we have went wrong in some cases, and in some cases where we were somewhat right, and where we can improve also in some conditions. And after that session, you took 15 questions, which we asked you, and you in the role play itself, in the 3 role plays itself, you tried to answer those questions. You answered those questions, obviously. You made us answer the question in a way. So after that, we conducted some role plays, but you pointed out that in our role play especially, you pointed out that we were not having the eye contact. So you told us about that, what is the importance of eye contact. So we should have eye contact between the interviewer and the interview while talking, and we should be enthusiastic while talking. So our words, our approach should be enthusiastic, so the interviewer also feels that yeah, he's talking about something and it's something interesting and he knows about that topic, and he should be in a flow with us. Yeah, what topic we are talking. And after that, you conducted a role play with Sarit sir to explain us that how should a interview go on a flow, and how should be the interviewer and the interview both. If I am a manager taking, or I am a HR taking an interview, I shouldn't be like may it be role play. I shouldn't be like yeah, I am going to ask some questions, he will answer. Not that. I should know about what my company is doing. I should prepare about it, what my company is doing, who are my clients, who are my opponents, in what area specifically I am working, and the interviewee who is taking the interview, he should be prepared for that. And the interviewee who is attending the interview, he should also research about the company, what the company is doing, in which field it is doing, who are some common opponents of that company, and he should know some of the products that the company has launched and in which field they are working. And he should also know about the company's some details, like if the interviewer asks that what are you going to become in what are your ambitions for the next year, I shouldn't say that I am going to be the CEO. I should speak that what actually possible. So I can be a HR leader, or I can be a team leader, or I can be a back-end developer, anything. What after 5 years I should research about that. And in the case when the interviewer asks us about us strengths or our like what have you done in this field, we shouldn't only talk about the projects which we did in degree or something. We should also speak about those which have learned the latest technologies like AI, ML, no code AI, drones, and all the assignments and all the projects we have covered in the Kionix certification course. We should mention those real-time examples to convey our thoughts. And in the Sarit sir role play, he actually he actually showed us how to be enthusiastic while attending the interview, how to like get in a flow with the interviewer. And in a way, you also demonstrated that when the interviewer is asking the questions, you should cover all the topics. You asked him about the retail in a drone, while it was a drone. You asked him about the retail, and then you went to the medical field, then you went to the military, then almost you covered every topic in that area, sir. So when he was answering he was just taking the practical knowledge which he had gained like while watching our drone presentations. He only mentioned those and some of his own knowledge. And in the part where I asked that where is the eye contact, he also told us that we are having eye contact, and eye contact is also the important factor which connects both the interviewer and the interviewer.
Mhm.
Thank you, sir.
Done. Okay. So first of all, a big round of applause for Sriram. I think he took exactly a little more than 5 minutes actually. So I'm very happy that you went on continuously speaking for 5 minutes. So you will get a, so here's some clapping for you. And that's really awesome. I think we should give it. He has been, he's explained a lot of things, while I will add my points there. But I think it was very nice to hear him explain all the things that we went through in the previous sessions and all of that. So now I want to ask you, Sriram, let's continue this for a little more while. How were you able to explain all this? Have you written it down somewhere, or what was or have you were you reading it out from some notebook, or how were you explaining this? What was, how did you speak for 5 minutes?
No, sir. I was like taking all the points from the first session. I actually attended all the sessions, so I took it from memory, sir. So first session, after that second session, what are the important points that I remembered? I quoted while attending the interview. Then I took it in the line by line, sir. So
Okay.
what happened in the first
wonderful,
second?
wonderful. So basically, so all the others also attended. Why do you think some of them are able to recall, and or rather, why were you able to recall? Let me ask you for yourself. How were you able to recall, and how many sessions do you think you attended roughly?
I attended all of the sessions, sir, but except one. I gone through the recording of it because I was in the college
So
at
roughly
that time.
it will be like
So-
8 sessions, 7, 4, roughly how many sessions?
Yes, before the interview, it was 3 sessions, sir. Interview, it had happened in 3 sessions, sir. And after that, 1 session.
Okay.
Sir.
So anyway, so quite a few sessions. It was quite a few sessions, and you were able to recall and encapsulate a lot of those details. And you were given 5 minutes, and you exactly stuck. You stopped at 5 minutes because I told you 5 minutes, or that's the end of, or you had something else to speak, or that was the end of it?
No, sir, I couldn't,
You couldn't go on beyond 5 minutes.
make it more.
Okay. Okay, but of course, I did not see you making an effort to fill in the 5 minutes. That's not what I just wanted to know whether you stopped because I had given you only 5. Actually, it was minimum 5, which is okay. Now, so you said an important point that you went through the lessons, and were you referring to the notes, when you were answering right now, when you were
No.
speaking? It was all from your
No,
memory.
sir.
It was all from your memory.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
And
sir.
there was nothing as such, there was no technical discussion or technical explanation that you were giving. So this is for the benefit of others. What I see Sriram doing is he has attended all the sessions, and he has involved himself in each and every session. That involvement has been there in every session, and therefore he has been able to recall and connect all the sessions, and therefore he has been able to explain those sessions in a sequence from his memory. And he was pretty comfortable doing that. There was nothing like he was trying to memorize, or there was nothing like he was trying to remember, because there was nothing. I hadn't asked any technical question as such. I just wanted you to recap what were the sessions we had, what went through, and finally, why did we do the role play and all of that. And in his own way, he has explained that in 5 minutes. And it was a wonderful job done. Thank you, Sriram. Who wants to go next?
Thank you.
Who wants to go next? Abhijit from Vaishali Computers. Okay, I think I see your name. Abhijit, can you go next? Would you like to go next? 5 minutes, okay? Minimum 5 minutes, not maximum 5 minutes, minimum 5 minutes. Abhijit, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, Abhijit.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Yeah.
So I just want to repeat the thing that we have done with the previous classes, and we have started with an interview going with role play. Before that, we have gone to a one-to-one experience that we have taken each and every one. So there we have gone through with all
Sorry to interrupt you, Abhijit. Abhijit, you're from
Yes.
Vaishali Computers. Just one second. Let me pull out your Vaishali Computers. Okay, where is Vaishali Computers? Okay, yeah, go ahead, Abhijit. Sorry for that.
thank you. So here we got to know the eye connection between the interviewer and aspirant, that we completely need to get in eye contact, and instead of deviating, get into the eye contact and be completely sure, and given exactly and what you have done and what exactly the projects you have done in the previous, and maybe in colleges or the courses that you have done, we get complete point what exactly the project you have taken, what is the profit, and what the gains that we get with the company, and what company is having with that project, and why they need to hire us. That is, those are the first points that we got to know. And next, what is the ability of the project, and we got to know with that, and where can it be used, and main the point is not to disclose about the weakness, and we have received actually in that cases we have in the starting 3 classes that we have started with the, when we have taken the interview, we start from the visual compass, we have started the interview giving about ourselves, and we started giving the little bit weakness, where we have stopped us with that. Then we got to know the point like, no, yes, we not completely give the weakness point, give the strength that we have. Instead of giving the weakness, just turn the points the weakness to the strength that the interviewer may get. And I can go. Then in the next classes, we have started to go with the role play, one in between of having one person to an interviewer, and another will be coming as an interview person. So we got to know how we need to go on face the interview, and what all we need to go on explain, and how we are going to concentrate on that. And you have been even corrected, not expressing about after the converting to the strength, and I wanted to say what exactly even in the Sarit sir and you have given that a role play where about the project allocated and explain about the project, where Sarit sir was explaining about all the projects, how they're going to be they are going to represent in front of the interviewer, and we need to go on and give the exact points what we have done, and what the exactly we are going to do with that project, and what exactly they are going to gain with the company. And these are the one role play that we have done in the last session. And the next we have got to know uh, what what we need to go on answer when instead of giving the weakness, just go on give a point, instead of asking getting questions from the interviewer, go give and explain them, uh, giving elaboration, just be point, and let interviewer ask the question by through them, then go on with the point. These are the one that we have done with the previous session, sir.
You're done?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Abhijit. Thank you. I think you also spoke well for quite some time, and a good clap for you as well. And yeah, I mean, I think you covered quite a few points, and but I'm still not able to. Both of you, I did not. I'm trying to look at one particular thing, why we did what we did earlier and why we started doing the second kind of role play. I wanted that explanation. It has not come out yet. And I think we did explain that in the last session, but nevertheless, thank you. Thank you, Abhijit. I think wonderful job from your end as well. Good. I'm happy that you can speak at a stretch for a long time. So that is another ability. See, the point is, you all have gone through these sessions, and I haven't even asked you any technical question. I'm just asking you to recap what you have done. So at least that you should be able to explain in minimum 5 minutes. You should be able to speak continuously. I was not, you were not giving me quick, short answers, and I had to, it was not like I had to keep prompting you to speak. So because in an interview or in a discussion, when you're being selected for a role, we want to hear you speak and explain. Can you explain what you are learning or what you have learned, or can you express yourself basically? See, it's not about technology. It is not about knowing answers about, it's not like quiz questions. All that is already done in your exams and maybe written tests. You will have an opportunity to answer all that. An interview, a face-to-face interview or an online interview nowadays, because it's, a lot of things are digital. It is about understanding the personality of the person, more about how well that person can communicate and how well the person understands the technology, the problem the technology solve, and can that person be valuable to that organization in solving those problems. Right? So that is the idea. So if you can't speak at a stretch for 5 to 10 minutes continuously, then there is something wrong. Then you're just, I can only expect, if I ask you one question, yes or no answers, right? That should not be the case. And I don't have the patience. Nobody has the patience to keep on asking questions. I want to hear the other person, right? Not you. I'm just saying for the others. This is for everybody actually. Okay. Thank you.
Keep in mind so that I will just elaborate myself, being more with that.
Yeah, you spoke well. I mean, I was not telling you. I'm telling the others that the importance of speaking at a stretch for a long time is an ability which they need to develop. You can't just give short answers. Who will go next? Thank you, Abhijit. Thank you. Who will go next? Who will go next? Let me pick someone from. I'm not going to pick. I just want people to volunteer. Otherwise, I can wait. I have no issues. I can just wait and while away my time. You can while away your time.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
All right. Yeah. So Vaishali Computers, who's speaking? Can you introduce yourself? Vaishali Computers, who's the ladies? Sorry? Hina, right? Okay. You're Hina, right? Yeah, good afternoon, Hina. Yeah, please go ahead. Can you explain? I was just trying to pull up the evaluation sheet and then mark your name. So that's why I wanted your name. Yeah, others, please introduce yourself and then we'll get started. Yeah, Hina.
So myself, Hina, and Shazia Hina Kausar from Ballari. I have completed my engineering from Ballari.
No, I don't want all that introduction. That I know. I just want your name so that I can mark you in the sheet. Yeah, please go ahead and recap for 5 minutes. It's 3:53. And I want to see if you can speak at a stretch for 5 minutes minimum. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. And hold your mic properly. Your audio is getting, it's not very clear. Don't shake your mic. Hold your mic steady and then speak. Yeah, please go ahead.
As you have told that as I have asked now that you are not getting a proper answer about why you are doing this interview or what's the purpose of doing this interview. Yeah.
No, I did not say I did not get a proper answer. I said there's one more point that I was looking at. I haven't. So if you can bring out that point, that'll be good. I think they both did a good recap, but there was one particular point which I wanted to understand if they understood why we did what we did. That did not. One of the points did not come out yet. So I'm waiting for someone to bring that out. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'll go on with it, but I'm not sure that my answer is correct or not. But even though I want to tell
Sure.
that,
Please. Sure. Go ahead.
if the purpose of doing this interview that we are having among each other, I mean among our friends or our institute, whoever it is, that today if we are making it clear, then when we are going to an actual interview, then we'll be more clear that how to perform it, how to face them, and how to answer the questions. Like whatever, like how our eye contact should be there, then how our personality, even our appearance also matters. So. Because the question whenever the interviewer asks us any questions, then we need to answer them calmly. Not like it should not be like scripted ones or something. It should come naturally from us. Whatever projects or whatever we have done, any experience we have done from, we have got from any previous working or any job or something. Such if I'm going to or I'm shifting to other company, I need to know more about that company also. Why am I joining it? What my skills might bring benefit to that company where I'm going with for now. And rather than our personal life or something we are introducing about personal or telling about personal life, it is not that important, but we need to tell about what our technical skills are, where we are okay with, what we are perfect in. Like the company is like, for example, sir, if someone is interviewing me, they are basically they are searching for an answer why they need to hire me. What benefits can I bring to their company? So I need to answer them whatever I am okay with, whatever I have learned in. Suppose I have learned now, I'm learning Python course. Like yes, I have done Python course. I am especially perfect in Python course. So my skills are in Python. This Python course can bring a great result for your company, sir. I have some many ideas. This can change the perspective of the company. As I think maybe I'm not perfect, but I can become perfect if I join this company by learning what are the terms and whatever this company has. I can share my ideas, I can share my skills. And yes, sir. And one more thing is, like whatever we are doing this role play, it brings a great impact on us. When we are actually facing an interview, then it won't be like it is a first time for us. And we have gone through a mock interview. Then we can thoroughly tell whatever projects we have done, where we are. Where we are going wrong, so it will be in our minds that so and so mistakes should not be repeated. I have corrected these mistakes. My interviews actually I have to perform well. Also, we should not reveal our weakness. We have so weakness and we have there. We should not reveal that. Instead of that weakness, how can we turn that weakness into strength? We need to focus more on that.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. So a round of applause for you as well. Thank you, Hina. Yeah, I think the same points. You were also, I think, involved in the sessions, and you were able to recall a few things that you went through, and in some kind of a sequence, you put them together. Good to hear that. But I haven't got my answer yet. So there is still a chance for others to answer that. So the point I'm trying to look at is why we did the first few sessions, and after that, why did we start these detailed role plays? Whoever can bring that out, I'll be happy to hear that from that person. Who wants to go next? Any other center, any other place?
Good afternoon, sir. I'm from Jyoti. My name is Jyoti from Kavita Computers. So first we did interview. So that time we are done some of mistake because we don't know how to answer for that. So later we had took next interview, like somehow you can ask we can ask you how to answer.
By the way, while you're speaking, Jyoti, I can only see your forehead. I can't see your face. So I don't know if you are able to see yourself in the screen, but if you talk like that, it will not be very convenient for communication, right? So I can understand you have some limitations in the classroom and all of that, but the whole point of having a video conversation is to have an interaction, right? Yeah. So yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. So in that session, we are asked some how to give the answer for some of questions like how do you answer strength, and we can't answer like artificials. We can give some examples for that questions. For example, if you are having some skills, the time we said we have a leadership quality. So in that we can tell about how to have a leadership quality we have. That for example, we have done some of projects. In that project we have how challenges are coming, like communication with teammates and finishing the deadline. Those problems we can tell with example, giving an examples also, and we can weakness, how we can weakness we how to convert into strength. Like for example, we are having uh, uh, taken too much time for doing some task, like we are doing for researching for that topic, like detail orienting. So we should do for that task with perfectly, so it becomes like weakness into strength. And one more, we are giving importance for our formal dresses by giving interview, and also make eye contact with those and have some confidence. And we are also having some control of interview, like we are telling about our projects, those kind of we can control the interview also. And we have done some of role plays also about project, how can we elaborate those things. And and we are also for those we are also asked you to how to answer some of questions like 15, so how to, and during the pressure how do we can answer that. And we cannot tell about hobbies, like we are having some interest of watching TVs and doing some dancing, and also we have to tell the hobbies like technology, like we are good in some of digital, some of IoT, like we can do that type of answerings.
Is that correct? What you said now, just now, is that correct? You should not, your hobby should be only technical. Is that what I meant when I said, okay, we'll park that question. Somebody else will answer that later on. But you can continue. You can continue and then we will discuss that. Yeah, please go ahead.
We should maintain our eye contact with the interviewer, and we should we have an enthusiastic for giving an answers.
Yeah, please go ahead. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
Then
Can you hear me?
We should elaborate our, yes, we should elaborate our projects, and we should tell about technical skills. And these are my points.
Okay, thank you, Jyoti. I think you were one of those students who was also involved in these sessions, and you brought out some points in your recap. Thanks for that. And okay, I'll give you also an applause for your attempt to recap. Okay, so thank you. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Who else? Prerna from Sharp Computers. Yeah, Prerna, can you go ahead next?
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Prerna from China.
Okay, before Prerna goes ahead, I have a question for everybody. Now, I hope all of you were also hearing Jyoti. She mentioned a few things. Is there someone who wants to contradict that, some of those points, or is there someone who wants to correct her, or is there someone who disagrees with some of her points, or anyone else's points, even the other two? In specific, I can also give you an opportunity to speak up now, okay? After Prerna. Prerna, even if you have something to address in that direction, that will also be fine. So we've had enough recap in terms of, all those points. I want something new, anything different that you want to speak up. I don't want a repetition of whatever has already been said. I want a new perspective, right? I want you to add some more freshness. Otherwise, it will be boring. I can't hear the same thing all over again from you. So I want a fresh perspective from you. Okay, yeah, please go ahead, Prerna.
Our approach should be natural. It should be like somebody taught us and sent. Like now teaching for us, we'll learn those things and we're going through interview. Afterwards, some interview ask us something out of the box question. We'll be like, Anil sir did not taught us this, no? It is not like that. No? So that's why you should be having knowledge and you should present yourself in a better way. Which should be not like somebody taught us or artificial approach towards interview questions. That's why you you and Sajid Kumar sir showed us how to present ourselves in front of interviewer.
Okay.
That's also.
Is that all? Is that all?
The other things they have already said, sir.
Okay, fine, fair enough. So you're Prerna from Sharp Computers, right? Let me pull out your Prerna from Sharp Computers. Sridevi Vaishali. Prerna. Prerna Bhavi, right?
Sir.
Okay. Okay. Okay, who else wants to go next? Final last, Bindu from SSC Haveri. Okay, yeah, Bindu, please go ahead.
Hello, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Just give me a moment. I just want to pull out your name.
This is Bindu.
Bindu, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Bindu Gowder, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead, Bindu.
In the last session, you have did interviews, sir.
Mm-hmm.
You have selected 5 centers, sir.
Okay, by the way, before you continue, who was the other lady, the girl sitting next to you? What is your name? Who spoke the first time?
Mega.
Mega. Mega also from SSC Haveri, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 1 minute. Yeah, Bindu, please go ahead.
In the last sessions, you have taken interviews, sir.
Mm-hmm.
You have selected 5 centers. In each center, you have to role plan 3 questions, sir. Our center has selected 3 from first 3 questions, sir.
So you are now giving me the details about the, how many centers were there and how many interviews we did.
No, sir.
No, I want the message that you understood from the interviews. I don't want 3 people were asked questions, 4 people were asked. That is irrelevant to me, and it doesn't make any sense to you also. What was the gist of all those sessions? That is what I want to know, right? Yeah, go ahead.
You have to be realistic while giving interviews, sir.
Okay, this point is already covered. Already someone has already said. I want something new.
In our role play, you have did one mistake, sir.
Mm-hmm.
While attending interview without knowing the position of a company, you have to know, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Position of the
position, meaning you are saying you need to research the company.
Role, sir. Position of the role. What we done in
company. Okay. You need to know
we
what
did that mistake, sir, in our role play.
Okay. Okay.
And convert our weaknesses positive, sir.
So everybody is saying convert weaknesses into positives. By the way, I mean, last time also I mentioned, it's not as simple as that. Okay. It's not like every weakness you will convert into strength. I mean, it is a way of, okay, we'll tackle this also. Remind me, we will discuss this in detail, a little more detail in the next session. It's not like always you have to, if you are asked that question about weakness, you can answer that strategically using that approach. That is the idea. Not that you have to forcefully convert every weakness into strength or
Positive.
something like that. Yeah. So it's not possible, maybe always true. Okay, go ahead. What is the next point? Anything else or you're done?
First, we research the role for we applying for the company, sir. What are the positions?
Mhm. Okay.
What position I have to do in that company, sir?
Okay, fine, fair enough. Then,
No,
okay,
that's all, sir.
okay. So you need to work on Bindu, right? Bindu, you need to work on communicating more.
Yes, sir.
Again, you're stuck in some places. You need to be, so that will come only when you're involved in the session and with practice. Maybe you were involved in the session, but you're not able to articulate in sentences. That will come with practice. You all should maybe do some role play amongst yourselves and speak more. Yeah, because you're not able to continuously speak for 5 minutes, right? Now, who will go next? The last one, who will again spend 5 minutes non-stop, but it will be all fresh topics, anything fresh, anything new beyond whatever all the others have said, anything new that you can speak. Who can speak for 5 minutes?
Good afternoon, sir. It's me, Apurva.
Apurva from?
Contact Dharwad.
Sorry, Apurva from?
Contact Dharwad, sir.
Okay, let me check. Okay. Yes, Apurva, please go ahead.
So far, we have learned what is the interview, what is the interview process, the SWOT analysis of ourselves, and how we have to answer, how we have to well groom ourselves in our interview. So this is the basic thing we have learned and groomed. So this is basic. So the next I have learned is the role play. So some of them are lagging behind. Some of them means I am lagging behind, or some other centers are lagging behind in what is the actual role play is and how we should deliver the role play. So how the questions to be answered for the interviewer. And how smartly we answer and how the role play should be. So I have learned a lot from your and Sarit sir's conversation of role play. So how the Sarit sir have delivered. If actually he has a one drone product. So after all, having some drawbacks to that drone, how well he delivered the product to you. So I have learned that, and I have learned the how to explain and how well to answer and how well to deliver the role play. So that I can now I got some confidence about the role play. That okay, this could be done in a role play. So I can now deliver smartly and have a healthy conversation between me and a friend interviewer. So I didn't take much time of 5 minutes. So some of questions have been answered by our friends. So this is the main thing I have to highlight, which I have learned throughout this interview section from beginning and till end of the role play.
Okay, so Apurva, you started off well, and you also, whatever you spoke, it makes sense. My question is, okay, the first part was we did a lot of interviews and it was general basic questions, and we did all that in the initial sessions. You know, what are your strengths, what is your background, and all of that. What was the purpose of doing the role plays? Why did we covered general topics, and then we got into this role play the last time. Why do you think we started doing the role play? What is your understanding?
So that will be, so some of us are lagging behind with we don't know what is the actual role play. And
No. So are you saying in the interview you will be asked to do a role play, or why are we doing a role play here? What is the purpose of doing a role play in these sessions?
So because what we have learned, the technology we have learned, we have to deliver to the company so that the company should match up our.
That's okay. That's fine. I'm asking you, forget about technology and all of that. My question is, what do you understand by a role play? What is a role play? Can you explain that to me? What is a role play? In simple language, what is a role play?
So enacting the situation.
Enacting this, wonderful. So
Yes.
enacting the situation. So we are in these sessions, we were enacting the situation of an interview where one of you will be the interviewer and one of the other person will be the interviewee, right? We were doing that role play. What was the purpose of doing this role play? And what were the topics? What was the role play? Okay, what did we decide the role play is going to be about the last time? What did we decide for the
What we have learned so far from the experts.
yeah, so deep dive into some of the areas that you have all learned in the previous session. The initial sessions, we did general questions like your strengths, your background, your interests, why do you want to join the company? Those are all general questions. We started doing the role play specifically to go deeper into certain topics and certain areas and see how. Yeah.
How well we have learned the expert session, how well we have
Not really how well you have learned the expert sessions. The deep dive, the role play is not for me to understand how well you have learned the expert session. The role play is to understand how well you can go to the next level of interview. First level is answering the basic questions. First level is answering basic, simple questions, which we did in the initial. Then if those answers are done properly, then in an interview, you will get an opportunity to explain about your, expertise, your own area of expertise in more detail. So the role play we started doing in order to see and, in order to train you how well you can explain your expertise. It could be in the area of drones, it could be in artificial intelligence, or whatever topics you have undergone and understood from the other experts. There could be many, there could be outside, but the point is we took those examples of those expert sessions as a sample. We can take those because anyway you have done those, right? Can you explain those in an interview? You don't have to tell the interviewer in the interview, you don't have to say that that was an expert session and we learned this, and no, that's not the idea. The idea is for you to explain your expertise in a certain area, right? Explain your expertise in a certain area. How well can you deep dive? So initial sessions were to understand and answer some of the basic questions. Who are you? What is your background? And all of those things. And why do you want to join this company? After you have, so there is always, first level, right? If you've answered all those questions well, then the interviewer will be interested in knowing more about you. And then they will ask you questions about, okay, then tell me about your project, or tell me about this particular area, in case they are interested in knowing about that. So they could ask anything, right? And that level, how will you answer those questions? You will have to go deeper into that technical space or explain that business value of that technology and all of that. And that was the idea behind doing these role plays, enacting those situations so that you all get some practice. That is the idea, right? That is the meaning of this role play, right? So that is what I was trying to understand, if someone can explain that, but I mean, unfortunately, no one explained that. So let's get into the role play. And the idea of doing this recap was also to make you all talk. None of you are talking, right? All of you, a few of you spoke up, but the others are all quiet. If you sit down and just bring your notebook and sit with a pen in your mouth and all of that, it's not really going to help, right? You have to speak. The whole purpose of doing these sessions is for you to be able to express yourself in an interview or in a situation where you're being selected for certain roles. Okay, so let's move on. Now, what we will do is, who else wants to speak? Anyone else wants to add anything new? Anyone else? Thank you, Apurva. I think you also did a good job. Thank you. I'll give you also an applause for the effort and the attempt. Thank you. So, who wants to go next? Anyone else has any other point? Any other point that you want to speak? Can I answer it, sir? Halima Raichur says, can I answer? If you think I have not already answered it, you can answer it. Or if you have any other idea or a new point, whoever wants to speak, last one more minute for anyone to, you can type in the chat box that I have something new. Okay. I have some.
So, sir, this is Ejas from Phoenix, Hubli.
Yeah, Aegis, tell me.
Sir, as my friends explained, everyone spoke about the strength.
1 minute, Aegis. Let me pull out your name.
Sir, Ejas Hangi, sir.
You're from Aegis?
Ejas Hangi from Phoenix, Hubli, sir.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, tell me, Aegis.
Sir, what I learned from this section, I want to say you that, sir. So everyone spoke about strength and weakness while giving the interview. So everyone how to face a mock interview. That was normal, sir.
You
Sir,
are the
but
watch guy, no? You're the watch person. The wristwatch. You are the person? No. That's another. No, I think there was another session where
I am the person where I got stuck from shifting mechanical to IT.
Ah, yeah. There was another person with a wristwatch example. I remember. I think he's there in some other center. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Aegis.
Sir, the main thing what I came to know, what we were missing is, sir, everyone was mentioning about the strength and weakness. But the main thing was, sir, we were not mentioning what we are learning here, what the project we have studied here, what through that project, what interview get interest in us, and what so that he can get interest in that, and so he can hire us, sir. I think that was the main thing we were missing here, sir. And the role play which we were playing, sir. First of all, the eye contact, everything was missing. That was correct, sir. But even how to face interview with a formal attire, the formal speaking, I think that was missing, sir. And if an interview, sorry, sir. But what we were learning, if he spoke something about that, for example, if I spoke something about my project which I was learning here, the interview will get interested in that, and he may hire through asking that questions, miss. So I think that was what I think that was missing, sir.
Okay.
So this is a small what I want to speak.
Okay, thank you, Aegis. I think I see a lot of improvement in you in terms of your confidence and in terms of the ease with which you're. I'm happy to see the way you're communicating. You're very, you're not. Maybe earlier sessions it was you and maybe others, a lot of others. I see a lot of you have improved in the sense you're able to communicate better. You're able to feel free in speaking your mind. That is what is wanted.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Because of you, I got confident to speak, sir. Thank you so much.
Thanks for that compliment. But yeah, I mean, what I'm trying to say is that you all have that ability to. You need to speak your mind. Basically, you should get out of your shell, not feel shy, and you should, the way he's explained, although it was a small point, 2 points you mentioned, I was noticing more important, more than the point, I was seeing how well you were trying to, communicate those things and the comfort you were feeling in talking to me. It was not like, what will he feel if I say this? Will he like it? Will he not like it? So that apprehension was not there. And I really appreciate that. Thank you, Aegis. So I'll give you also applause for that. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Right? Yeah, and good points. Yes, you made some good points. So I think we had good recap sessions from a lot of you. What we will do next is now. So let's get into the actual work. Okay. So what is Aegis? What is the actual thing that we're going to do today? Now, what is it that we had planned for today? Or the sessions going forward? Last time we left on a note, right? We left on a note. So what do you think we are planning to do today?
Sir, I think today it is about role play.
So are you prepared with the role play?
Yes, sir, I am prepared.
Okay. Okay, so you're going to be one of the key performers then. Okay. So now I think what we will do is next 10 minutes, we will give you all a chance to form teams of 2. If there are more number of people in a center, they can be 2 teams. I mean, 2 each, right? 2 teams of, 2 each. One is the interviewer and one is the interviewee. And so like, I'm not going to repeat all that we did last time. You all know, you all have gone through that last time. And you need to prepare based on all the expert sessions that you have had, you've done so far. And okay, so instead of me explaining all this again, Aegis or anyone else, can you explain how we were planning to do the role play? What is it that we want to do in this role play now? No, I'm asking, in this role play that we will do now, what do we want to cover? So there are 2 people, one is the interviewer and one is the interviewee. What is the interviewer going to ask and what will be the interview actually going to speak? Any idea? Suddenly you've become scared. You're feeling that I've asked you a very strange question. What I'm saying is, so there will be two people. One of you will play the role of asking the questions. The other person will be answering the questions, right? And the person asking the questions also has to prepare. They have to assume a role of a manager or a leader or some leadership role in an organization. They have to be confident about what company they're working in and all of that. They have to do that background. That is what you need to prepare. And let's say, for example, let's say there is a company which is making drones for a particular, last time we spoke about which example did we take? Drones in which example did we take? Ajas, do you remember? Or anyone else?
Photography.
Sorry?
Agriculture.
Okay, drones in agriculture. Let's say the company is making drones in the agricultural primarily for the agriculture. Let's take an example, okay?
And so even healthcare drones, sir.
Okay, maybe healthcare. Okay, healthcare or agriculture. Now, let's say the company is making those drones for agricultural purpose or whatever. Now, the leader in that company who is going to interview the candidate is going to prepare based on that. Okay, so I am a leader in this company, I'm a manager in this company, I'm a vice president in this company, and our company is doing so and so things. Our company is expert in the drone space, and these are the technologies we need, and these are the business problems that we are solving. All of that preparation that person has to do, right? And the other person who's the candidate, the interview candidate, will be preparing about this particular company. So I'm going for an interview, attending an interview. I'll be asked questions on agricultural area, drones, and this and that and all that. So I need to prepare my entire, my preparation needs to be in that particular space. So like that, you have to prepare. You have to choose a topic. You have the freedom to choose the topic. It could be drones. It could be artificial intelligence. It could be machine learning. It could be cybersecurity. It could be, cryptocurrency. It could be anything. Whatever, maybe one of the expert sessions, as whatever sessions you've gone through, you can take some of those points. Whatever you have learned, I'll make it simpler for you. Let it be only from your expert sessions. Other expert sessions. Take one topic. The company is expert in that space. They're building some solutions in that area. And the candidate is also appearing for that interview in that company because he's an expert in that area, right? You have to prepare. Both of you will have to prepare independently. And then when we give you a chance, you have to come on the screen and the person will have to ask intelligent questions. And this person has to answer intelligently on that particular area. The only choice you have is you can choose your area. It could be drones, it could be artificial intelligence, or all those different things that we said. Is this clear? If this is clear, please type clear in the chat box. All of you, please type chat box in the chat box clear if this is clear to you. If it is not clear, please type not clear. I very clearly said type clear, and you're saying yes, sir. Someone has written yes, sir. I just want you to type clear. Clear, yes, clear. Okay, clear. Okay, clear. Anyone for whom this is not clear, please type not clear. Otherwise, I'll assume for everybody it's clear. Okay, happy to see so many clears. So now we will give you, it's around 4:30 now. We'll give you 10 to 15 minutes to prepare, okay? 10 to 15 minutes to prepare. And in the meanwhile, while you're preparing, first you need to form your teams. So you need to form your team and mention your team in the chat box. Okay, mention your team in the chat box. Okay. So who will take the responsibility amongst you to collate all the teams? Who will be able to collate all the teams? Last time there was one girl who did it last time. This time, who will take the responsibility to collate all the teams from all the centers? So they will have to see the chat box and they will have to collate, put it all together in one chat and then send it to me. Okay, who will take that responsibilities? All students. This is all for students. Only students can volunteer. Okay, so who will take the responsibility? Nobody wants to take that responsibility. Whoever wants to take that responsibility can write in the chat box, I will take that responsibility. Okay, and your name. And your name. Okay. Ages, you don't have to worry. In case you want to, you can take the risk. Okay, we will not we, it has to be I. There has to be one person. Who is that we from SSC Haveri? It has to be one person, one name. I want one name. I will. Who is that I? I need the name. I will take, sir. Who is that I? Harshapriya. Okay, Harshapriya, can you come on screen so that I know who Harshapriya is? Otherwise, I'll have to hunt for Harshapriya. Harshapriya, can you speak? Harshapriya, SSC Haveri.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can you come on screen? Speaker. Yeah, I'm still seeing Ajaz only, so I need to see Harshapriya.
Audible, sir?
You're audible, but I'm not able to see you in the speaker suite for some reason.
SSC Haveri, sir.
Who's Harshapriya?
Ashok,
Okay. Okay, so you will take the responsibility of collating the list of teams across the centers.
yes, sir.
Okay, so you will look at the chat box and whatever names you get, you will have to list down all the teams, and then at the end of maybe some time, you will give me the list of all the teams. Right,
Yes.
that's your responsibility.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
thank you, Harshapriya. So good, big round of applause to Harshapriya. Then you will do that. And meanwhile, you have 15 minutes for all of you to prepare. 15 minutes is not for deciding the team. Team you can decide in 1 or 2 minutes and then type it in the chat box. Harshapriya will collate. 15 minutes is for you to prepare. Okay. And while you're preparing, Harshapriya is going to collate that list and share it with all of us on the chat box, and then I will pick it up from there. Okay. Clear, Harshapriya?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So your time starts now. It's 4:31. Please take your time. Yeah.
Sir, from center only one team, or we can
No, I already said you can have multiple teams from a center.
Okay,
They
sir.
can, each team should be just 2, but they can be multiple teams from a center. I want more participation. The more the merrier, right? So that's fine. All right. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But I want some good, I want some good interaction. It shouldn't be a boring role play. I've given you enough, we've gone through enough trainings. You've gone through a lot of expert sessions. We want interesting role plays. Okay. All right. Any questions you can ask, all of you. First, you need to start sharing your team names with Harshapriya, your team. So you can say team 1 or whatever, team ABC and XYZ or whatever, your names, 2 people in a team, and your center, so that Harshapriya can mark those things. So basically, we want the center name and the team members. Team 1, XYZ and ABC, team 2, another XYZ and another ABC, like that. Okay. First, you have to do that, then you can start preparing. Who will answer, Halima? Halima has a question. Sir, questions should be based on drone itself, not on other topics. Tell me about yourself and all that. Who will answer this question? I think I have answered this n number of times. Okay, one last time I'm going to answer. This role play is primarily about a deep dive into a expertise area. So we are not doing a role play about basic questions like tell me about yourself and what is your background, what are your interests, why do you want to join the company? Not those questions. That part is over. We did that in the last many sessions. Okay, these sessions are about deep dive role plays. So the role plays have to be done particularly about a particular topic, an expertise area. It could be any of those things, right? Not general discussions. Okay. Okay, the other thing is the role play, each one of you will get 10 minutes. The longer, the better. I want to see if you can have an interesting conversation for a longer duration or not. It is not to be wound up in 1 or 2 minutes. It's not like tell me about drones and you explain drones or whatever and then finish it up. Minimum 10 minutes each role play. And if it goes beyond 10 minutes, I will only allow it if it is interesting. If it is not interesting, we will anyway stop it. But minimum, it has to be 10 minutes, all the role plays. Okay. You have to ask intelligent questions and whoever is answering the questions has to answer intelligently. So both have to be interesting. It has to be engaging. All of us have to feel interested in that topic. That is the idea. Okay, and there is no preparation. You both are not sitting and preparing together for that interview. The person, interviewer and interviewee, will prepare independently. They're not preparing together. I will ask you this question, you answer like this, not like that. It is a role play. Is this all clear, by the way? I'm assuming it's all clear. That is how we did it last time, right? So nothing new. In the next 3 minutes or so, I should get all the list of names in the chat box. In the next 3 minutes, we should at least have all the names of the teams. By 4:40, we should have all the teams in the chat box. Otherwise, you will not get a chance. Later on, I'm not going to, if later on they say, can we participate, sir? No, no chance. Only those teams who will enter their, who provide their entries before 4:40 will be allowed. Rest of them will not be allowed for the role play. Okay, the call is yours. So please don't send me direct messages. You have to type it in the chat box for everybody, for everyone. Your names and teams, okay? Halima Raichur, you've sent me a direct message. Please send it to everybody. It's not just for me because the teams have to be collated. So it's 4:45. Shall we take whatever list we have as a final list of teams? No more entries? Or are there any more entries? If there are any more entries, this is your last chance. Only registered entries will be allowed to participate. Once this list is consolidated and we have a list of teams, we will not allow any more entries. Okay. So I think we're done with the teams. Harshapriya, can you consolidate the list of teams and put it in one chat box? I mean, one chat message. The entire list of teams. I want the center name and the teams. Can you put it all in one chat box? What you can do is you can pick it up from the chat here, type it in, maybe cut and paste this in some Word document or a note or whatever. And then again, consolidate that and then put it all in one chat message. And that will be the final list of teams. One last chance for any other new entries. After that, we will not allow any more entries. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm assuming all of you are preparing. Who all need more time to prepare? Who all need more time to prepare? We'll give you some more time for preparation because I want it to be interesting. I want you to really think through whatever you've learned so far in your expert sessions and bring all of that out in the role play. Any questions you can ask now? So, Harshapriya, where is the team list?
Yes, sir.
I need the list of teams.
Yes, I will send.
I want the consolidated list of teams. Okay, so we have the entire list here. So I'm looking at the list of teams. CK Tech. What is CK Tech? Its center is at?
Sir, it's Chandrakant Technologies. Sir,
Uh,
this is Kavita from QNX head office regarding Chandrakant Technologies.
okay, is that there in the list?
Yes, sir. Since they are,
okay, Chandrakant Technologies.
okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay, how much more time do you all need to prepare? Tell me honestly, and then accordingly we will plan. You all knew that we're going to have this session today, right? You should have all been prepared. Nobody anticipated this, is it? So how much more time do you all need? Can you type in the chat box whether it is 10 minutes, whether it is 15 minutes, whether it is 5 minutes? All the teams that are participating, can you at least tell me how much more time you need to prepare? Or if you're already ready,
Anil, this is the course director, Dr. Sarit Kumar.
yes, sir.
From this month onwards, no, we are doing even the L2 evaluation, the faculty evaluation.
Okay.
So what you can do is you have the list of centers.
Yes.
Harinakshi will send you the each L2 heading the center. So according to the centers, you can evaluate the L2 also. Because L2 means the faculties.
Understood. Understood.
Okay. So kindly give them a rating based on the center, whatever is your rating.
So
Okay.
yeah. So yeah. Once I have the list of L2s, I will.
Yeah. I will tell Harinakshi to send you the list.
Okay. Sure.
Harinakshi madam, are you there? Harinakshi madam, are you there?
Sir.
So my madam, kindly send a list to Anil Yerra sir. He will
Okay,
evaluate the L2 also.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Based on his
Shall I-
evaluation parameter. Based on his
Okay.
evaluation parameter.
Okay, sir.
Right,
One
ma'am?
second.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
2
you,
minutes
Anil.
I'll send, sir.
Thank you.
Sorry, Anil, I bothered you in between. Sorry.
No. I think they were all preparing. They are giving them some time.
It's okay. It's okay. So kindly evaluate the L2 also.
Sure.
Because we are evaluating. This month is the evaluation of L2 also.
L2. Okay. Great.
Thank you. Yeah. L2 means the trainers.
Understood.
Those who are training these centers. Okay.
Understood.
So you give your evaluation, the center is not being trained. Obviously, the L2 is also going down. No.
Sure.
As we do in our center of excellence. Same way. If the
Correct.
students are not properly trained, the direct involvement is of the professors.
Correct.
Same way. Okay. Thank you, Anil.
Thank you. Yeah. So where is a list of who all are prepared already, or do you need some more time? I didn't get any response. I have a list of teams. I think it's roughly how many? Let me see now. 1, 2, 3. Total list of number of teams is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. We only have 15 teams. Okay. Anybody who's prepared, who's ready? So I don't get an answer for either question. If you want more time, you don't say we want more time. If I ask you if you're ready, you're not responding. So then I will start the session. Should I start the session? We need time, sir. Asset system. Raichur, Halima Raichur. Okay. How much more time? So next time onwards, you all know that we're going to have these role plays, right? So please be prepared with your, anyway, the teams are already there. And if you want to do some more teams, you're welcome to do that. But you need to prepare in advance and come so that we don't spend our time here waiting for you to prepare. We can spend a little time for preparation, but not the entire time. I know you need time to prepare, but doesn't mean we just wait here for your preparation, right? So this is the last time we'll have so much time for preparation during this session, because we need to get going with the actual role plays. Okay, so another 5 minutes. Let me read out the list of teams. If there is anything missed out here, I think you all see the list there. The one which has been shared by Harshapriya. So that is the list that we have. And we have an additional team from CK Tech, that is Deepa and Pawan, just added that. So total in all, we have 16 teams. One, 15 teams. Okay, I'm going to read out the names just so that you all are clear. Asset Systems, Halima and Muskan. Vaishali Computers, Shazia and Anusha. Then team 2 is Ravindra and Abhijit. Then team 3 is Abhijit and Akhil. Then we have Asset System, Madan Kumar and Vajida. SSC Haveri, Harshapriya and Bindu. SSC Haveri is Megha and Chaitra. Chirag Infotech is Sandhya and Altafim. And we have Maitri and Ayesha. And then Rashmi and Yusuf from Kionics Hubli. Ijaz and Pushpa from Kionics Hubli. And Kavita Computers, we have Jyoti and Dharmarao. And then from Comtech Dharwad, we have Kirti and Apurva, Rekha and Apurva, second team. And Chandrakant Technology, Rajajinagar, Deepa and Pavan. So hope everybody is covered. So the other center, Srishti Infotech, I believe they've all gone for an exam. So by next time, whoever is participating from that team, I think Sriram was there for some time. You can communicate with your teams, with your center, and then you can come prepared during the next session with the teams. Okay. If Sriram or someone else is there who can represent that center. Because I believe they have a genuine reason for not being present today. So that's the reason I'm giving them an opportunity. Okay, now 5 more minutes or 10 more minutes. It's already 5:14. So can we get started? Who will go first? The role play. Each role play is 10 minutes minimum. So we have the teams here. Can the L2s respond in the session and let me know how much more time they need for preparation? Some of the trainers can respond on behalf of the students. If they're preparing, can we know how much more time they need for preparing? And one more guideline for all of those who are participating, especially the students, whenever we are having the role play, of course, we will be evaluating the participants, but you as an observer will also evaluate them, will give a rating as to maybe on a scale of 1 to 10. Okay, let's keep it as a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being poor and 10 being excellent. So you can rate that role play on a scale of 1 to 10 and your reason for rating them like that. Okay, you will have to put it in the chat box. And any other remarks. So the idea here is when you do the role play, it should be engaging enough for the audience, for everybody in this session. It's not just me and the 2 participants who are doing the role play. It's for everybody else. Are you able to engage everybody else? Are they able to understand what you're saying? Was it interesting? So those are also going to be factors which will help evaluate your performance in the role play. Okay. So I will repeat this, but while we're doing that, can someone from the centers, the L2s or the trainers, or can you please let us know by when they will be ready? Because I'm not getting any response. How much more time do we need for preparation?
So this is Altaf L2 faculty for
yes, Mr. Altaf. Yeah, please tell me.
This is for the team 2, Vaishali Computers. They might be requiring another 5 to 10 minutes to do approximately. So
Okay.
I asked them to prepare, to let them do it. And also I will let you know the topic also, sir. I'm just still there, going through. Give me some more time.
Topic was already mentioned, right? Topics are already mentioned in the teams. Okay, fine. Some of them haven't mentioned. Some of them have.
Some of them have not mentioned. Yes, correct.
All right.
So I'll come back on that one.
Okay.
Give me some time.
Ideally, they should have already chosen the topic because
yeah, that's what they're discussing. I'm also going to actually. I'm not in the center. I'm in Bangalore. I'm sitting in Bangalore, and team is in Ballari. So I'm just coordinating with them about the other.
Okay. What about the other centers? Anyone else from the other center? Any of the L2s, the trainers from other centers? How much more time do you think you need? Another 10 minutes from SH System Raichur, Shrita, L2 faculty. Okay. Meanwhile, let me look at the list of participants. Vaishali Computers, they're ready. Okay.
Yes, sir. They are one of the team is ready from Vaishali.
Okay, I'm just putting the list together in the Excel sheet. So Vaishali Computers is so who's ready from Vaishali Computers?
Vaishali Computers, it is Ravi and Abhijit. I think they are ready, sir.
Ravi and Abhijit. So I have three teams.
Three teams.
One
The
is
second team, sir.
Ravi Chandra and Abhijit.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Ravi Chandra and Abhijit. I think the team is ready.
Okay, so can they come on screen?
Yeah, I'll ask them.
Hello, sir.
Okay, this is first team, I believe.
Okay.
Who are on the screen is the first team. Tina and Madhu. If I'm not wrong.
One second. Which team is okay? Hina and
Anusha.
Anusha.
Hina and Anusha.
Yeah. 1 second. Yeah. Please. So since it is one of the first few role plays, can you explain what you're going to do, and then I will let you know when you can start. But can you explain what you're going to do actually? What is your understanding of what we're going to do in the role play? I cannot hear. You're muted.
Someone has to unmute. Yeah.
I'm an audible, sir.
Yes.
Myself, Anusha, sir. Ours agricultural innovative company, sir. Mine is agricultural innovative company.
So can you please tell me, so what are you going to do? What is this role play about? Can you explain the way I explained it?
Yes, sir. Our company is an innovative company. We are searching the candidates who are good at skills in agriculture drone technology.
So what are you doing there? What is your role in the company?
I'm a manager of this company, sir.
What do you manage?
I'm recruiting the candidates.
So you are an HR manager.
Yes, sir, HR manager.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about the company?
Yes, sir. Ours is an innovative company. We are innovating the things in agriculture. The concept is smart farming. In this, we are searching the candidates who are technically good at drone technology.
No. What is smart farming?
With using drones, sir. We are doing using drones.
So your company is only specializing in drones.
Yes, sir.
Drones for agriculture.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What do you do? What does your company do? How do drones help your company? Okay, where all is your company present? Where is your company? Where is your headquarters?
Ballari, sir.
The company is based out of Bellary. Okay. Why Bellary? You have any other branches? Only in Bellary? How big is the company? How many people are working in the company?
Here, farmers are more of there, sir.
Okay.
We are implementing the drone technologies here first, sir.
Okay. How many people are there in your company?
Around in Ballari, sir.
No, overall, I want to know how big the company is. What is, if Bellary is a branch, how many people are there in that branch? And what are you recruiting for? Or how many jobs do you have? What is your expansion plan? Where all do you want to expand? Are you only focusing on agriculture, or do you want to get into other areas?
So first we are starting in a small city.
So it's a startup.
As a startup company.
Okay, how big is the startup company?
What's it?
How big is your startup company? I mean, how many people are working in your company?
200 people are working, sir.
200 people are working in your company. Okay. So can you tell me about your leadership? Who are the leaders? What is their, qualification, or what is their background? Have you prepared like this? I'm asking all these questions because you are supposed to be having all this information. You are the company, right? You're representing the company and you're asking questions. So your preparation has to be all this. Have you done your preparation? Last 20, 25 minutes, we've been preparing. So what have you prepared?
I have prepared that what our company needs skills about the
Need
candidate.
skills is fine, but that will come after you know what the company is about. So have you done this preparation? All these questions that I'm asking you, are you really prepared or you're not prepared? Tell me, give me an honest answer.
No, sir.
So do you need some more time to prepare?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please take your time because otherwise it's not going to be interesting. The role play will not be interesting. You'll only ask regular questions. Tell me about drone, tell me about this and all. I want a serious role play. So you understood what I'm, at least did you understand what
Yes,
I
sir.
mean by preparation as an interviewer? Are you understanding what I'm expecting?
Yes, sir.
If you're not understanding, ask me now.
I understood, sir.
Okay. Sorry, who's the interviewee? What is your name?
Sajia Hina.
Hina, have you understood what she needs to prepare?
Yes, sir, I have understood.
Can you guide her? Can you guide her as to what she needs to prepare?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We have time now. I will guide her, sir.
Yeah. So so you need to prepare because if you have not prepared, then we can't have this role play. It will be the same old role play, same old questions, and it will be the same old feedback. Okay. As an interviewer, you need to be representing the company. What is the company? Is it a startup? Is it an established company? It can be it has to be a fictitious company. At least prepare that company in your mind, right? I am the vice president of this company, or I am an HR manager of this company. I need candidates for this role because we are expanding into so many areas, because we are doing. Why are you interviewing that candidate? Right? It is not randomly. We don't give jobs. No, people don't get jobs just like that because people are available. People are not given. There is a reason for giving jobs. There is a reason for getting into jobs, right? So what is that reason? Why are you interviewing that candidate? What does your company do? All that is your preparation. Is that clear? Clear? Okay. So prepare, take your time, prepare, and then come back. Who else is already prepared the way I'm expecting you to be prepared? See, it's easy for the interviewee, I mean the person, sorry? See, for Hina, it is easy to prepare. She will prepare answers based on drone, agri, whatever questions you ask, she will try to answer those questions. But your questions have to be also intelligent, no? Otherwise, how will you ask her the relevant questions? So which other team is prepared?
Our second team, Ravi Chandra and Abhijit.
Ravi Chandra and Abhijit. So you are not prepared. Let's go to Ravi Chandra and Abhijit. Yeah, let's go to Ravi Chandra and Abhijit.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, good afternoon. So who is the interviewer? Who is the interviewee?
Abhijit will be to.
Acha, Abhijit will be from the other place. Okay, he's not there in the center.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you are going to ask him questions. Ravi Chandra, you are the interviewer?
No, sir, I am the aspirant.
Are you able to hear?
Yeah, I'm able to hear. Abhijit, you are going to ask questions, is it?
Yes, sir. I'll be an interviewer and Ravi Chandra will be the interviewer.
Okay, so what is this company about? What are you going to talk about? Can you explain?
Let me elaborate, sir. So myself, Abhijit, I'm an operational manager, and we have a startup company that is said with Vaishali Constructions, where we are located in the Ballari. So we have started taking in new organization. Our founder Vaishali Gita has started taking a new approach with the smart city. Like we in the Ballari, we are trying to change the polluted the one city to a smart city where we can go on have a new ideas that young people have. So we just trying to hire some students who are already been working on this with so that we can go on have the ideas with there and what all the ideas we have, we can go on recruit with them and execute on that. And our company is having.
I'm not clear. I didn't understand the last part. What is it that you're trying to do?
So our company is trying to change the city to a smart city, where we are trying to hire up students and who are already been having a project, who have done or have an idea on the
So it's an
particular project.
NGO. It is an NGO, or it's a charitable organization.
It's a private construction private limited, sir.
Okay. And what is your business? A private construction company. So what is the business of the company?
We are going to have changes to the construction fields, and now we are entered first time into changing out the city to a smart. Like we are trying to change some the roadways and the smart IoT based technologies.
So it's a startup. Is it a startup?
Startup, yes.
So what is your idea of the start? What is the idea? No, you said you did something and now you are doing smart cities. What is the idea of the startup? What is the idea? What is the core idea of the startup?
Before we were into a construction field, now we have started to change the city to the new idea that we wanted to implement. We are going into a government undergone project, sir. So we are starting in that way.
So what have you tested this? Where have you tested it, or are you randomly doing this, or what is?
No, we have already started implementing. Like we have some concepts based on like air pollution that is going to happen. Then we have some concepts like how can it be changed. So we are seeing some related candidates who can match us, and we can go on have the team.
So you're only looking at air pollution. That is your core area.
We have total three concepts. We have totally three concepts like air pollution and the water water that can be saved instead of getting polluted, and one more, the road construction.
Okay, and how big is your company?
Sorry?
How big is your company?
So we have total of 100 people of the employees, including of all the managers, HRs, and the founder and everyone.
And where is your base? Are you?
We are basically from we are from Ballari, and the head office is from Ballari. We don't have any sub branches for now.
Okay, and all these 100 employees are based out of Bellary?
Yes.
Okay, and what is the profile of these 100 employees? Are they all freshers?
They are all from engineering civil background, where completely they are working on the same construction civil.
Okay. So what is the vision of the company?
The vision is to the one we wanted to change the pollution, what all the city is having. We want to make it in a smart, like how can it be reduced? That is our vision.
Okay. And do you have any reference? Have you seen this happen in any other city, or have you looked at, or this is a very...
Presently, yes, sir. We have reference like it is happening in the Singapore, one of the Singapore, where they are changing the roadways. They are trying to whatever the plastic pollution they have, they're trying to change into a roadway. So instead of burning, instead of throwing them to the ocean, they are using that to a road construction. So that is the one reference we have now.
Okay. So what is your product? Is it a product or a service-based company? What is your company?
Service-based, sir. It's not a product, it's a service-based.
Okay. So what is the service you're offering? Can you elaborate the service? What will you do? Suppose who is your client and who will be your client? You're a company.
Our client is the local governance, where we execute the projects to them, and they will be funding us.
Okay. So you are okay. The government is your client. Government is primarily the government bodies are your clients. Okay. And then you execute their services. And all right. How old is your company?
It's 1.5 years old of company.
Okay, fair enough. So you have some preparation, some thought process behind your company, and I haven't asked you about your revenues and all that because I don't want to get into that space with you right now. But yeah, I'm assuming you're aware of that. Okay, so who's the person? So why are you interviewing candidates now? What is it, sir? So you're 100 people. Why do you see the need for interviewing more people? Do you need more people in your teams?
We need more people who have already have some knowledge on base that they are working on. So I have got a knowledge of one engineering college that surrounded us. They are working on the projects on the smart city. So we just wanted to have a look on like what exactly, I mean, the new technology or new ideas, what they have on the base of our project.
No. So my question is, you're already 100 people based, 100 people company. So are you planning to expand? Are you getting more projects and you're not getting enough people to do those? Or why are you interviewing? Why are you interviewing?
No, we are interviewing because first of all, we were into only the civil, where now we are completely wanted to move into an IoT based with the construction. So for that, we need the new hirees, new candidates where they have even knowledge on the IoT background too.
Okay, how many people are you planning to hire?
We are planning to hire for 12 members.
12. So you're only looking at 12 more, increasing your team size from 100 to 112. Okay. What have been the challenges with your current organization? Where have you seen, what are the challenges you have faced so far, your 1.5 years? What are the challenges you have faced as an organization?
As an organization, we have faced moreover, we face the challenges on the labors, like the timings and the exact when the presence of the labors. So that is the one challenge we are mostly face all the time.
What do you mean by presence of labor? I did not understand.
Like in the sense, like as we are into a civil construction field, so we directly don't hire the persons who are completely working on the same, because it depends on the contract basis, because it may be in the duration of it may be the 1 month or on base. So when we go on on the contract basis, we have challenges facing like with the laborers to hire, like the who are completely depend on the work what they know. So we just face one challenges on the particular laborers who they are working on this.
Okay, so what have been some of your successful projects so far, or in this smart city thing, this is the first of its kind? You're just starting off right now.
Yeah, it is a starting off right now, sir.
Okay, but what have been your previous successes in related areas for the reason why you're getting into this space? Can you elaborate on some successful projects that you have accomplished?
Success we have done on the building of the colleges building and the government the buildings and the hospitals that we have constructed in board. So that is the one base they have called with the exact numbers of the limitations, what they have called it for that what is it, the tender they have called through the government. So we just wanted to go on be in a new way, and we just wanted to show even in a new one also.
Okay, so fine. Now tell me, how did you feel when I asked you all these questions? What was your feeling? Were you feeling nervous or were you feeling okay? What was your response?
No, sir. Instead of nervous, I was seeing like what exactly the questions I may get, and I need to prepare more. If I was stuck, then that is the one where I need to go and prepare more in the next.
No, so as a person representing the company, obviously you need to know all of these things, right? If you're hiring, you need to know why you are hiring, right? Not that tomorrow, maybe in future you will hire when you get into your roles and all of that. But why are you, okay, tell me one thing. Why are we asking you to prepare, or why am I asking you to prepare as an interviewer? What is the reason? What is the logic? You're anyway going to go for interviews. Why are you preparing like this? Yeah.
I got it. Because in that cases, the one knowledge I may say, like before taking an interview, the interviewer have at least minimum knowledge what exactly why he is doing, and at least he need to have some minimum knowledge so that he can get to know the ability of interview that he is okay or no.
Sorry, come again.
I mean, the interviewer, if the interviewer got to know like what why exactly he wanted to do that, like when he got all these points, then he can decide like he's the one person who have come for the interview. He may get the knowledge, like is he having the knowledge exactly what he is or no.
Okay, fair enough. My question is, as an interviewee, as a, all these sessions we are doing for you to, for preparing you for interviews, right? As an interviewee, why are we making you go through this exercise of preparing as an interviewer? What benefit, what have you learned as an interviewee? Why are you doing this? How is it helping you?
In that cases, I can say like the questions or the bullets, it may come in any way. So we just need to be ready. Like if you're not prepared also, at least be confident, like at least you can cover up with that.
No, I
So
don't think you're answering my question to the point, but anyway, so I will ask that question to the other participants also. Nevertheless, I think good attempt. I think you have done some preparation. Okay, now go to the other participant in your team. Who's the other guy in your team?
Yes, sir.
First. Yeah, can you, okay, can you come on screen?
Yes, sir. I mean,
Yeah, can you tell me why you are appearing for this interview? What is this that you're doing? I mean, why are we doing this role play?
sir, in this construction company, they are need skill and they are skilled employee and well know about the project like smart city. And they are hiring the candidate who are deep in knowledge in smart city construction field along with financial related topics like that.
Okay. So that is what this company is about, is it? That is the research you have done.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so are you prepared for the interview?
Yes, sir.
Sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's go ahead. We have, we will give you 10 minutes. Even if you stop before 10 minutes, we're going to have silence. Okay, let's say you stop at 5 minutes. The next 5 minutes will be silence. So the point is you need to spend 10 minutes. So these are the points. He has prepared as an interviewer and you have prepared as an interviewee. You are answering his questions and it's an situation. He's already asked you about you and all that. That is all done. What is your name and all that is already finished. Now you're in the middle of the interview and he's asking you, he's deep diving into your expertise in that particular space. So 10 minutes of conversation is what I want to see between Abhijit and what's your name? Ravichandra. I want to see 10 minutes of interesting conversation between Abhijit and Ravichandra. Not only I, everybody else in this, whoever is present is going to observe you. And we need to be engaged. We need to feel, we should be interested in your conversation. We will all feel, you know, we'll know that. So the way it goes, we will know whether it is interesting or not. Okay. And for the rest of you all, you have to observe. And as I said, you have to rate this role play on a scale of 1 to 10. And if you say it is 5, or if you say it is 10, or if you say whether it is 2 or whatever, you need to also explain why you rated them like that. So you need to express yourself in the chat box. All of you need to enter your chat responses. Okay. I want to see how you will rate it. And what are your learnings from this and all of that. Anyway, we will come to that. Okay. So let's start. It's 5. So we'll give you 10 minutes from now.
I just want to clarify one thing. Like the starting introduction is all done. Just we are in the middle, like with the project that we are, middle, we have to start from the middle.
You can actually, so the point is, I don't want you to start asking questions like what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, all that we have already prepared. That is all done. If you want, you can ask his name and 1 or 2, make it natural. But I don't want you to spend too much time on introductory questions. I want you to start diving into the actual core area of whatever smart city. And I don't know, I'm also going to be enlightened. Whatever you're going to discuss, I should be able to learn something from your conversation, right? I should find it interesting, right? That's the whole point. Okay. Yes. I don't want you to ask questions like, tell me about your background. Why do you want to join the company? What projects have you, projects maybe. So you understood, right? I want the core topic to be discussed more for the next 10 minutes. Okay. All right. Are you ready? All the best and get started. Yeah. Thank you. Get started. Yeah. The stage is all yours. Both of you, Abhijit and what's his name?
Ravichandra.
Sorry. Yeah, Ravichandra. Yeah, please go ahead.
Good evening, sir.
Hi, good evening. Can I have your name?
Yes, sir. My name is Ravichandra.
Yes, Ravichandra. So, as you know that we are completely hiring for the exact new project that we are going to launch. So, can you just give me some like what exactly the project that you have done in the previous and what the knowledge that you have in between?
Explain. So, me and my friends done a project on a circular smart city in previous company. That in this project, we are focused on waste management. How the waste convert into source to the company. Or in this project, and the vision of the circular smart city. In circular smart cities, it is a two types of linear economy and circular economy. In this linear economy, make, use, and disposal is create wastage in the environment. And circular smart city, it is the taking the and grab the wastage converted into the resources of the company, where the wastages such as element such as batteries, vehicles, parking, and plastics and constructions and food. Those are the wastage that will be harmful to the environment. And in this, I'm especially focused on in this the water management, power management, and transportation system. In the water management, they collect the water from rain, and it will be reused to the and purify the water and convert it to the and reused to the colonies where the water where the suffering from the water, like in Ballari, less rain in Ballari because of Ballari people suffering from the water. So in this smart city, circular smart city, the rainwater is useful to the public.
Can you just Ravi, can you just say me like what exactly like you mean to say the rainwater is about to save? So how is it going to operate, or can you just elaborate on that?
Yes, sir. In this rainwater distribute to the water public, and along with the severages like drainage water, collect the drainage water and purify the water. That water provided to the agriculture purpose also, and as well as manufacturer purpose. In this Ballari region, lot of iron manufacturing industries, like those industries, lot of water needed. Because of in this the water needed, that will be wasted. The water will be wastages, right? So we can with the drainage water purify that water and provide it to the agriculture purpose also, and as well as the manufacturing purpose.
Is this like only good for agriculture, like what you are mentioning, like it is you can use it for agriculture? Is it only for agriculture, or can we use it for regular also?
So that was the drainage water only for agriculture purpose, but collection of rainwater that will be used for domestic purpose, like provide the waters to the public.
Okay. So what else you have? Is it only that you are going to manage with the water, and is it any other plans we have in that?
We did on we did project on transportation and as well as power management. In this transportation, they using the plastic wages that will be converted to the plastic road lanes, and in power management, using and collect the garbage from the colony, that will be garbage converted into that will be garbage and converted into heat, and that will be heat like thermal energy converted to the electric energy, absence of coal, that will be used in this circular project.
Like can you say like what the exact the garbage you mean, like what equipment that can be used in the garbage, like to convert into thermal to an electrical?
Yes, sir. in this convert of the garbage into power system, like what the wastage is remaining, that wastage will be dumped in the special water. That in this process, there is no harmful gases emitted in this process. Like that will be increase the environmental environment, that will be reduce the environmental harmful gases.
So you have been saying like we can convert from thermal to electrical. So of course, in the thermal, in the sense like they will burn. So do you think like even we get while burning, even we get the pollution? I mean the air that can be it may changes to the pollution. So do you have any idea like what can be done with that?
So in this section of the wastage into the power management, and we had also like smart sensors, air pollution monitoring systems, like those are like carbon monoxide sensors and lethal benzer detector sensors and harmful gases detector sensor. Those are used in the extraction fields. That will be show the how much of harmful gases will be emitted, and that the data from collected from the various authorities, that will be shown to the government authorities.
So can you just say me like the electrical energy that is converted, so that can be used like is it a single can we provide what exactly the units you may get like
Sir, the electrical will be manufactured like instead of like from the coal and water also. The electrical will be the manufacturer, but they are using the non-renewable resources. It is helpful to the organization and it is helpful to the environment also.
Okay, let's go to the next, like what you have mentioned with the transportation. What exactly you have idea on that?
So in this circular smart city, it is benefited to the environmental, and it is benefited to the public also, and it is also benefited to the government because of the using the wastes that will be converted into the resources of the societies.
So what the wastage that can be converted to a transportation that you are mentioning?
Yes, sir. And so like only road not, sir, but using the wastes like batteries and vehicle equipments, that will be modified in, that will, it is only dumping to the environment, it is harmful to the society, but that the wastes is converted to these resources, like using the waste batteries and vehicle equipments and parking lots like abundant of places, that will be used into the to convert it to these resources with the vehicles. Like nowadays, all the vehicles based on the electrical.
Okay. So okay, do you have any idea like do you have any plan of financial that you have gone through with that? Like
Yes,
these
sir.
are all the concepts that you have gained, and do you people even are ready with the financial that you have any elaboration on that?
Yes, sir. Let me explain. In the proposal of the smart city, the government will be provided fund like 500 crores and matching with the state government. That will be 500 crores. For example, that is estimated rate. But if in case of hand over a project on the smart city, circular smart city, the government will be provided 500 crores, and along with the matching with the state government also provided 500 crores to construction of the smart city. And others, the other resources are the government will be collected from the resources like revenue generated from the property taxes, advertisement taxes, and municipal taxes. And the government and other resources are the government will be provided like some schemes like Amrut, smart city proposals, SIT. Those are proposals. Those are schemes provide fund to the who are take over the smart city.
Okay, so can you just give me an overall benefit to get on this?
Sir, okay. In circular smart city, it is reduce the wastages and it is increase the environmental, and it is also less cost project, and compared to the traditional smart city, and it is also using the non-renewable resources in this project. That will be the very using the non-resource of universe instead of renewable resources is helpful to the environmental also, and as well as it is also the profitable to the company.
Okay. Thank you, Ravi Chandra. I will just get back to you on this.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. We have just done with it.
You're done? You're done with it?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, so will you, what is your feedback? Are you going to hire Ravi Chandra or no?
Yeah, I will be hiring him because he even have a financial elaboration on that. And he have one example, what the one he has explained on the water, the wastage that he is going to be storage and the conversion of that.
Okay.
That would be helping me, like as we have already been having an idea to convert wastage to an converting to a smart city. So his one circular city that can help me to my project actually.
Okay, so by the way, which topic is covered in this interview? I mean, in this role play, what was the expert session that you took up?
This smart city, sir. Smart city, and we have taken the topic as circular city.
Circular city, and what are the technical concepts, the technologies that are being used in this smart city?
The technology we have used this to convert the basic plastic to an roadways, and the one IoT devices that we have used for the pollution is to the one air pollution devices that we have, that it has a sensors like SH11, where it will sense all the pollution and give elaboration of values. When it is exceeded, then it gives an alarm where we can go on reduce the pollution or we can control on it.
Okay, so did you ask him any questions on IoT related things, and did he answer those questions, the specifics, smart city?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is the one that he have given while the pollution that I have asked. He have elaborated the values that it would control the pollution.
Okay, so you're going to hire him?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so I will now open the floor for all the observers, everybody, especially students and all of those. So can you rate this role play? And do you think Abhijit should hire Ravi Chandra or should not hire? You can type your chat responses. You can type your ratings in the chat response. If you want to speak something very specific, just 1 or 2 sentences, you can also speak. But I will give you next 2 minutes for this evaluation from the audience. Can you all rate? I want to see the ratings in the chat box. If I don't see any ratings, then we will not proceed with the role play because there is no point. Nobody is participating. Okay. So I want to see the rating on a scale of 1 to 10. How much would you rate this role play and why? You should all be prepared, no? By this time, the ratings, all of you must have been hearing what they were discussing and all of that, or were you not hearing? I want some ratings on a scale of 1 to 10. So don't be afraid. I mean, he's not going to come behind you if you rate him bad, or Abhijit is not going to give you some gifts if you rate him 10. So I hope there's nothing like that. So give your honest feedback. What did you like? What did you not like? Did you understand anything? Did you not understand? Was it interesting? Was it engaging? What was your rating? How much more can I clarify? I want the ratings. Quick. I think we'll need to have a buzzer also. Okay. Altaf to everyone. I will rate the role play. Ravichandra Abhijit, 8 out of 10. Okay. Okay. Like that. What about the others? The students, please. Students need to rate. You all watch all these serial, I mean, television programs, no? Kaun Banega Crorepati and all that stuff. So you must be rating and all that. So there you're all very smart and ready. I want some ratings like that now. 9 out of 10 because Ravichandra answered very well. Okay. Chirag Infotech, 8. Who is rating? The entire Chirag Infotech is rating, or there is one particular person who's rating? I don't want, center ratings. I want individuals to rate. Because individuals will be going for interviews. No, the center will not be given the jobs. It is individuals who are rating them, right? Please speak for yourself, the students. Shweta, 7 out of 10. Why? Shweta, I want to know why. 7 out of 10, but why? What did you like? 2-3 key points. 9 out of 10 from Hina for Abhijit and Ravichandra. But why? Why 9 out of 10? What did you like? Was it clear? Did you understand? And if you say if it's clear, I'm going to ask you questions. Okay, from what all he spoke. So your answers can't be random. If Hina says 9 out of 10 for Abhijit and Ravichandra because it was very clear and it was very engaging, I am going to ask Hina questions from this role play to ensure that you're not randomly rating. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So please rate and give me the reasons why you have rated them 9 out of 10. Shweta is 7 out of 10. Chirag Infotech, who has rated 8 on 10? Please mention your name. You should be ready in front of this. Even if you're in a group, in a classroom, you should all be ready to rate. You're not waiting for your session leader there to give you permissions to rate and all that. It's all everybody is participating in this. Okay, so you need to have those ratings. How many people are there in this session? I see 23 participants. 23 meaning there are centers also in that. So roughly I would assume even if I double it, there'll be 40, 50 or triple it, because there'll be some more people in the center, right? So overall there'll be some 70 odd people. 60, 70 odd people attending this. Of those, let us say there are some 40, 50 students, right? And I'm only seeing ratings of how many? 4 or 5 have rated. 9 out of 10 Hina from Abhijit. 7 out of 10. For good explanation. Kionics Hubli. Again, there are no names. There is only Kionics Hubli will be rating 8 out of 10 for good explanation. Vaishali Computers, 9 out of 10 from Hina for Abhijit and Ravindra. Okay, who else is there? Nobody else. How many are there? Nobody else is rating. So that means there is no point in having these role plays. What is the use? Nobody is getting engaged. Halima is saying Ravindra answered confidently, so 9 out of 10. Okay. Okay, 8 out of 10 from Jyoti because Abhijit was so confident. Okay. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Rest of you all, what are you doing? There are at least how many teams are there? There are 15 teams, right? 15 teams means at least 15 into 30 participants. 30 participants minus the people who participated in this role play. So 28 participants. So at least I should have 28 ratings. Kionics Hubli, Yusuf Satyamdar 8 out of 10. Why? Why are you rating them 8 out of 10? Okay, let me pick this Kionics Hubli. Yusuf, can you come on screen? Yusuf? Yusuf, can you come on screen? Can you tell me why you have rated them 8 out of 10? Yusuf, can you come on screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Your Yusuf?
Your explanation was good, sir.
Okay, what did you learn? What did you understand from the explanation?
What does,
Can you repeat at least 2 or 3 things that he said? We spent about 10 minutes listening to them. What did you understand from those 10 minutes? Any one point? Explanation was good, but if you can't even remember that explanation, what use is that explanation? What were they talking about? Sorry?
Smart city, sir.
Smart city. Okay. What were they talking about the smart city? Are you comfortable in smart city? Is that your area of interest, smart city? Do you like smart city concept and all of that? You've also gone through that expert session, no? Smart city. Yes, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So tell me, so are you also going to participate in one of the role plays?
Yes, sir.
What is your topic?
Cyber security, sir.
Cyber security, which means why did you not choose smart cities?
Sir, I have more interest in cyber security.
Okay, fine, fair enough. So you're more interested in cyber security. Now you heard this role play from them for 10 minutes about smart city. Since you're not interested in smart city, but you found it engaging and interesting, can you tell me something about smart city that you learned from this conversation that they had just now? Anyway, you're not interested, but you found it interesting. I mean, you're not interested in the topic, but that's not your area of interest. Your area of interest is cyber security, but someone spoke about smart city concepts and all of that for the last 10 minutes, and you found it engaging, and you have rated them how much? 8 out of 10, which means you liked something about it. What did you understand about smart cities from their conversation? Why is that lady prompting him? He can answer for himself. Did you understand my question? No, I'm not scaring you. Don't get scared. I'm just asking you a very simple question. You rated them 8 out of 10, which means you liked something about what they were speaking. What did you like? 1 or 2 sentences. What did you like? Smart cities they spoke. What is that one thing that you understood? At least one thing that you understood out of that conversation, right? If you rated them 8 out of 10, there must be some reason, right? Or did you like Abhijit's confidence? I didn't understand anything.
I liked his confidence, sir.
Okay, what is it that you liked about his confidence? I mean, you didn't understand anything that he was saying, but you found him speaking something nicely there, and you thought it was, he was confident about it. Is that what you're saying? Or did you the candidate? What about the candidate? Did you like the candidate? Ravichandra, did you like Ravichandra? Yes or no?
Sir, I like Abhijit Reddy.
Okay, so do you think Abhijit should give him the job? Should Ravichandra get the job?
Yes, sir.
Why? Abhijit was confident, Ravichandra was not confident, according to you. Okay.
Abhijit is more confident than him, sir.
Abhijit was more confident. Ravichandra was also confident. So the only thing that it seems you only like the confidence part of it, but content wise, you haven't learned anything from the conversation, right? Can you tell me one concept that you learned from the conversation that they had? Something that you understood. They spoke about some nitrogen, some this and that, and some cleaning up of all of these places and all that. Something did you? What are they doing in cleaning? Smart city. What is it that? What is Abhijit's company doing? Can you at least tell me that? Anything that last 10 minutes they spoke something. What is that one thing that I found I can remember? Okay, we'll go to somebody else. I think he needs time to think over that. 8 out of 10 from Jyoti because Abhijit was so confident. Jyoti from Kavita Computers, can you come on screen? Jyoti from Kavita Computers. Can you come on screen? Can I hear you, Jyoti?
I felt he was very confident rather than I'm not concentrated about how he has explaining those things. Mainly I concentrated about the way he
Okay,
confidence
so
level.
you only saw his confidence level, but okay, are you also participating in this role play exercise? By the way,
Yes.
are you okay? And what is your topic of interest?
We are taken smart farming with using IoT.
Smart farming with IoT. Okay, so it is somewhat connected with his topic. What was the topic of Abhijit? And this
Smart city.
Smart city.
Smart
So
city.
can you tell me something that you learned from the conversation in the last 10 minutes or whatever they spoke? What is that one? Yeah.
By using IoT, we can make home automation and
Home automation.
mainly I'm not concentrated those things. I will just go through the confidence level.
So you were not hearing what he was saying. You were only looking at it. Is nicely something he's speaking in English, and that other person is also saying something in English, trying to answer confidently. But what is being discussed? Nobody has. You have not. At least you have not. Home. What is that you said? Smart home. What is
automation
home
and
automation? Abhijit, did you even talk about home automation? Abhijit, did he even mention home automation? I think I heard home automation for the first time from you today. I mean, today you are the only one who spoke about home automation. Anyway, so again, the point is he was confident. The only thing everybody seems to have liked is the confidence. Okay, fine. What else? Let's go to somebody else. We'll be rating 8 out of 10. Good explanation. And the rest have not even bothered to rate because they have not. There are 15 teams. Rest I still don't have the ratings. I'm picking up names. Yusuf, Ravindra answer. Halima, can you? Okay, Halima 9 on 10. Halima, can you come on screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can you tell me why you have rated them 9 on 10?
Yes, sir. First, talking about the answers, he gave particularly whatever question was coming to him, he answered it without hesitating. First thing. When I talk about Abhijit, sir, he was completely sounding like an interviewer. First thing.
Is it okay?
Yeah,
okay.
Yes, sir. But his expressions, when I talk about his expressions, it was something like not matching to his interview, but he was sounding completely like an interview. His questions were good, sir.
Okay. So what did you learn about? Are you participating in this exercise?
Yes, sir.
What is your topic of interest?
That is virtual reality and extended.
Reality. Why haven't you chosen smart city?
I could choose, sir, but recently we have done that presentation already for smart city.
Oh, you have already
so
done.
I thought I would bring up this new
so
technology.
You are already an expert in smart city, is it?
No, not at all.
You know something about smart city.
Smart city due to all these presentations and all, we have good knowledge about it, sir.
Okay, so can you tell me? Can you explain to me one or two concepts that or whatever was discussed in the conversation? Can you tell me one or two points? Can you enlighten me on those? Whatever was discussed between Abhijit and Ravichandra.
Yeah, that is about waste management, sir. Ravichandra was talking about waste management. How this technology, that is the new technologies, waste bins and all, can come up and which are used to make a city smart, sir, like how waste management can be done.
Okay, very good. Any other points?
Other thing was he was talking about water storage also, sir. Rainwater storage.
Okay, okay. They were talking about water storage also. So Abhijit, is she correct? Any other points? Any third point? Any other important point, Halima?
I think also he was talking traffic management system.
Traffic management system, is it? Traffic management system.
No, I don't think that's it.
Not exactly the traffic, but all the, before that, the 2 points are correct.
Okay,
Yeah,
hold on.
traffic management was not
Hold on,
there.
Abhijit. Let her answer. Anything else, Halima?
Yes, sir. I concentrated at this all these things. Yeah.
Okay, and what is Abhijit's company doing? What are they trying to do?
For constructing buildings, sir. That is for making city smart. Smart
And
plan.
okay, and what was this candidate? What is the candidate's background? Background in the sense, what was he answering? What did you do? You think he should get the job?
Yes, sir.
Why? Tell me one question which he asked. Tell me one question which Abhijit asked and which he answered properly.
Like what knowledge you have, like previous knowledge. He asked, Abhijit asked about the previous knowledge what you have in this field. For yeah, he answered it good. He answered
Okay, how did he answer it?
like he said his knowledge that is in waste management, that is circular economy, like waste of environment, how it can be recycled, and yeah, he answered this.
Okay, thank you very much, Halima. I will give you a round of applause for your attention to the topic. I think you were listening to the whole conversation and you got something. At least I think so. Abhijit, do you think Halima was paying attention? Do you think Halima, you found it engaging? Did you find the conversation engaging?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Abhijit, do you think Halima understood? At least to some extent, she understood.
Yes, to some extent, yes, she understood.
Okay, Ravichandra, do you think she understood Halima? Ravichandra, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Do you think you should get the job?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Based on rating points.
No, not rating. How do you think? Did you perform well?
Sir,
do you think you answered all the questions?
Yes, sir. I did perform well. Who are interviewer asking those questions, and I try to explain more, and I try to good answer.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. What about the others? Nobody else has rated them. There are only 3 or 4 handful, not even handful. Handful, at least I should have 5 ratings. I just have 3 or 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Who else has rated them and has not spoken? Nobody else is rated means nobody else is listening. They're busy preparing their own thing or they're not interested. All right. So who will go next? Can we have the next team? Which team will go next? So can we have okay, Halima and Muskan on extended reality in fashion clothing. Can we have them? Are you ready?
No, sir.
You're not ready. Okay, fine, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, I just want a quick, crisp answer. Okay, who else? Madan Kumar and Vajida, asset system, Raichur. Okay, let me not ask them because they have not given the topic. Someone who's given the topic. Wait, Sandhya, Maitri, Ayesha, Rashmi, Yusuf. Okay. Nobody, I don't see even the excitement from any other team to start. They're waiting for me to call out the names. Anyone wants to go next? Who wants to go next? Pin drop silence, is it? Nobody wants to go next. Okay, who will go next? Let's do who wants to go? No, someone from, not from Vaishali, because we've already had someone else, just to bring in some variety. Megha and Chaitra. Megha and Chaitra, are you ready? Sandhya and Altafim, ethical hacking, are you ready? Maitri and Ayesha, extended reality on healthcare, are you ready? Rashmi and Yusuf, cybersecurity. Ijaz and Pushpa, smart city. Jyoti and Dharmrao, IoT in agriculture, are you ready? Nobody is ready. Okay, so what we will do is, anyway, we will not have time to do the entire role play now. I at least thought if someone volunteers, I will correct them so that next time they can come better prepared, but you did not take that opportunity. Nobody took that opportunity. If they had volunteered, I would have asked them questions and then I would have left them saying, these are the things you need to prepare for the next time. And in the next session, you come prepared like this. Okay. So then you have lost the opportunity to get coached or mentored by me. So that's fine. I don't mind. So anyway, the teams are there already. You all know your teams. I have the list of teams. Now you went through one exercise, right? And then you know the kind of questions I'm going to ask before we even start the role play. You all need to prepare accordingly. And I will give the last few minutes for any questions. Since you did not take the opportunity for getting corrected in your specific role play, fair enough. You didn't volunteer, we will start, or everyone is afraid. So that's fine. Anybody has any questions for preparation regarding the next? You know what the next session is going to be. Next session is about this only. You will not get this much of preparation time and all of that in the next session. I will obviously recap everything. And after that, I will also go through the sessions. But before that, any questions? Any questions are there? You can ask me now. You can type your question in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself and speak. Any doubts, any thoughts? I liked Halima's response on the rating because Halima, right? Yeah, because she rated them and then she gave a reason why she rated. She explained, at least, I'm not expecting you to remember all the 10 minutes of conversation, but if you have rated them 8 on 10, and if you're just saying, I like the confidence with which they spoke, that means you're not, that means the conversation, either the conversation was not engaging or you were not paying attention. Right? So it can't be just confidence. They can keep speaking for 10, 15 minutes. They can keep talking about something. I also want to know what you learned from that conversation. Right? And why you think that person should be chosen for that job or should not be chosen for that job. Okay. All right. Any other questions? Who wants to ask any questions? Who would like to ask any question? There are no questions also. No questions, no responses. Okay, who will, okay, tell me one more thing, one last question, then I will ask you a question. Do you like this approach of preparing yourself? Are you finding it useful? Are you finding it useful? If you're finding it useful, we will continue. There's no point in continuing if you're not finding it useful. If you're finding it useful, you need to let me know. Okay, I get a yes from a few of you. Because in an actual interview, you will be asked these questions. All right, you will be asked like this. And these are the angles from which you need to prepare for the interview. It's not just about your technical knowledge and technical know-how, mugging up answers on technology. But if you really want to learn and prepare yourself for a conversation during the interview, you should look at it from all these angles. Okay. All right. Anything that you are missing out or not, you want to get answers to, you have an opportunity to ask questions now. Otherwise, we will wind up for today. All right. So we want some knowledge of how to prepare for an interviewee point. Systems, right? Interviewee. Okay. Who's that? Can that person come up on the screen? I will answer that question. I will answer that question. Who was that? Asset Systems Raichur who had this question? Can you come up on the screen and ask this question quickly?
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Quickly. Yeah.
Sir, I want this answer, sir, that how to prepare for an interview.
How to prepare for an interview?
What questions should we ask for an interview?
No, so you're asking me what questions should the company representative ask the interviewer, is it? Okay, Halima is there. I think she's sitting right behind you, right? Halima, yes. You understood, right? Halima, you know what the whole concept is and all of that. I believe you do.
Yes, sir.
So can you answer that question? Can you answer her offline? Explain to her. Yeah, please explain to her offline what is this whole thing about. And I will also request the L2, trainers and the L2 from that center to answer this question for her. Okay, I'm assuming it's very, very clear by now. Later on, not in this session, offline. Okay. All right. So I think we'll call it a day then. You all don't have any questions, and you're all fine with everything. So far, so good, seems like. So we will meet again in the next session, and you know what the next session is going to be. So I will expect you to be prepared for that session. All right. So if there aren't any further questions, we'll kind of wind up, and I hand it over to the organizing team.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Is there any other announcement the organizing team needs to announce? I'll hand it over to them now.
No, sir, nothing. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. My earnest urge to all of you, please be prepared for the next session. Okay, please be prepared with your respective role plays and all of that for the next session. Today, it was the first, so we'll be a little lenient, but next time onwards, please be a little more. Please be prepared. Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you once again. Okay.
End, Alva.